Hi, I'm Chuck with Razorback Offroad. Boy, am I ever excited to show you this rack. This is our expedition rack that was designed by Jim Todd. When Jim designed this rack, he went out and listened to a lot of people, was on lots of trail rides, went thousands of miles in his UTV, and developed what we think is the best cargo rack out there. At least it's the absolute best version that we can build. Has lots of features. The things though that I want to point out before we get too far into this video is that on this particular rack we've equipped it with our spare tire mount and our Rotopax mount. And these are optional features that we've added onto this rack, and they're very easy to install. You can use our It-Fit system, and I'll tell you a little bit more about that when we open up the tailgate. But not only is this rack one of the best looking racks out there, we think it is the best looking rack out there. It has a lot of built-in features that I need to tell you about throughout this video. The first thing I want to talk about is our tailgate. So we made this tailgate to keep things from getting stolen. So you can have the confidence when you're out on a trail ride and you want to go for a little bit of a hike, you can paddle lock the tailgate here. Your cooler, your helmets and stuff are all going to be safe and secured inside of this area. I'm going to go ahead and open up the tailgate and talk a little bit about the features of our tailgate. As you can see, it has the It-Fits mounting bracket in here, and anytime you see that, you know that our It-Fits accessories will bolt directly right onto it. As I move into the tailgate a little bit, you can see we've installed a gas strut on there, and that keeps the tailgate from over swinging. It also slows it down so that it doesn't fall or go either way very fast. It's just a really nice option. But one of the big things in here that I want to draw your attention to is our hinges. You know, we looked all over the place to buy hinges pre-built, and they just didn't exist. There was nothing out there that met our standards. So we had our engineers design these hinges. We built a test stand. We did thousands of cycles testing these hinges to make sure that they were going to last out on the trail, mile after mile, jump after jump. And it's just something we're extremely proud of. Another feature that I want to talk about is this top rack. So you'll notice we made this out of 1-inch steel tubing. It's powder coated black. We do all of it in our own facility, so that, you know, if there's ever an issue, the buck actually stops with us, right? We call it eliminating excuses. We try to control every aspect of the fabrication so that we can control the quality. And if there's ever an issue, you deal directly with us. You won't find us blaming anybody. We also incorporated these speed dots here into these metal brackets, and they serve a couple features. One feature is you'll see the slots in there work perfect with bungee cords. You can just hook a bungee cord in here, then you can hook it across. Gives you a place to store bungees when you're out on the trail. It's also a good securement point, so if you have a cooler or something, you can hook up to it. Another thing that we've done is we laser cut these holes in it, and the reason we did that is if you want to mount LED lights or something to it, you don't have to do any drilling. The holes are already there. You can just bolt your lights right onto it, run the wiring up underneath the tubing, and there you go. Another neat feature that we've done is we've made the bottom out of alloy aluminum. And it's hard to see on the video, but we bent these channels in it so that if water gets in there, it helps to channel it away. By making this out of aluminum, it prevents rust from dripping down on anything that you may below it or have below it. You know, we put a lot of thought into building this rack, and we're damn proud of it. Some of the other things that we've done is we've installed slotted holes all over in here so you can hook your bungee cords underneath the rack and lock them into place. It works great to put motorcycle straps in here. We wanted you to have as many tie-down locations as we could possibly give you within reason. You can also wrap straps around the main tubes. These are made out of 1.5 inch steel tubing. Everything is just very rugged built, and as I said earlier, it's designed to last mile after mile out there on the trail. Now, about the only thing left to do is to load this bad boy up and so you can see what it looks like when it's full of cargo. Well, I've loaded the last bag in the rack. We've tied it all down, we're secured, we're ready to go out for the weekend. I got firewood, sleeping bags, extra clothing, more sleeping bags, got a cooler in here, 3 different backpacks. I got my spare tire with me, got a fuel jug with me. I could put a water jug if I want on this side. I'm completely ready to go for the weekend. And I hope after watching this, you're as excited as I am about this rack. And I want to thank you for your time, and I sure hope to see you out on the trail.